morning. Today we are correcting CO67, calculating the area of a parallelogram, remembering that it is different than the area of the rectangle. Remember the rectangle, we were doing the length times the width, which is side times the side, right? But with the parallelogram, we don't want it to be this diagonal side. We want it to be the height, where it goes straight up from base to base times that length. So we've got the base, sorry, wrong term, base on bottom, base on top. They are the same sizes. They are congruent. We can see that from those marks given. So we know it doesn't matter if we're given the top or the bottom. And then we always want to take that height. I'm sorry, ladies. Can you please stop? We always want to take that height from the base up to the base. Sometimes they give us that right angle that shows us it's the base. Sometimes we just see that line going up. So we want to make sure it's the straight line going up, not the side measurement. So let's see how we did. We did the top three together. Then on the bottom we had 10. And we could see there's a 10 for the full here. Down here they had 6 and 4. So if we added these two lengths together, it equals that top base. So we had 10 times 3 with our height, and we got 30. And that would be meters squared. Here we had 6 times the 2.5 height, and that would be 15 meters squared. And for the last one, we had a base of 10 times our height of 8, and we get 80. Any questions on any of those? Okay, let's look at our review. So what is the perimeter of the rectangle? Remember, perimeter is going around the outside. So it's like finding the fence length. So we need to have a measurement for each side. So we have 33 plus 33 plus 10 plus 10, and we get 86. Amena, do you have a question?
Oh, I have a question for the...
Yeah, go ahead. Shh, Madison, I'm in the middle of teaching, huh? Amena?
Would it ever matter what, the height of the base, does it?
Like which one you multiply first?
Yeah.
So 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So no, when we multiply, it doesn't matter the order. So you could do base times height or height times base. Either way, we get the exact same answer. So when you're sitting here holding it up, it helps if you look at me. I've looked at you 5 times and you to see who's forever. All right, write a set of data with an even amount of numbers that has a median of 10. So I did 6 numbers. It's an even amount. And I put my 2 10s right in the middle. I had numbers lower, numbers higher. So you needed a median of 10. So you needed to have 10 in the middle, because to find that median of even numbers didn't actually have to be 10. We could have had 9 and 11 as our 2 middle numbers, and our median would have been 10, because 9 plus 11 is 20, divided by 2 is 10. I went an easier route and just had our middle 2 numbers be 10, so I knew that my median, what's in between 10 and 10, is 10. Any questions on that one? All right. Then it says draw and label vertical angles. So I did my labeling by drawing which angles were congruent. They are opposite of each other at that vertex. You could have drawn... I'm not reviewing for my benefit. I know what vertical angles are. I appreciate those of us that are paying attention, making sure we remember. Because even though it was on our last test, we still have to remember it. That's why we do review. We will see these again. You could either draw that congruency with our arcs here, or you could have put measurement angles in. If you put measurement angles in, remember, everything on one line has to equal 180 degrees. So if I put in a measurement here, the measurement I put next to it needs to make it equal that 180 degrees. So be careful if you're putting measurements in. You have to make sure you're still following the rules. If you just put that they are congruent with the lines, you don't have to worry about your numbers. On the bottom, draw and label a pair of complementary angles and a pair of supplementary angles. Remembering complementary angles equal 90 degrees. So I have two angles. If I add them together, they equal 90 degrees. Supplementary angles equal 180 degrees. So my two angles, if I add them together, equal 180 degrees. But you have to label it so we know. So you have to have your angle measurements in there. Any questions on complementary and supplementary angles? Okay. If you're watching this at home, I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.